All right, just a couple more minutes. All right. Welcome. I see somebody's having trouble with the audio there. All right. Well, hopefully you all can hear me. It's in my microphone today, so everybody is able to hear me. Yes, just got some feedback from here. So yeah, everything is all right. Perfect. So let's get started. Let's get started in child's pose today. So bring your knees to the mat. Knees together or knees apart is the same for you. Whatever feels better in your body right now. We extend the arms forward, pressing the palms on the ground. The forehead comes down to the mat. We start by grounding ourselves. So if you feel that your neck is collapsing in here and you're kind of fighting here to bring your forehead to the mat, bring a block or a book underneath your forehead so you have something to press down. Your hands are also pressing on the floor. If possible, we keep the forearms away from the mat. And we take a deep breath in here. Long breath out to let it go. Let's do that again. Deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth to let it go. Find a couple of breaths in this position. Keep on grounding, keep on rooting your hip, your heel close to your sit bones. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mahim Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Setting any intentions or any dedications to your practice. Pressing this time the fingertips on the floor instead of the palm. Like if you have 2 cupcakes underneath your hands, you don't want to smash them. So press those fingers on the floor. Activating those armpits. Take one more breath. Full breath out. One more inhale. Long exhale. Keep your sit bones grounding on your heels. Move your hands towards the right hand side. Finding a deep stretch on your left side of your rib cage. The torso comes onto your right thigh if possible. Take one more breath. Keep those fingertips active. Long breath out. One more inhale. Smooth exhale. We start coming back to center. We take a moment to pause in between. Maybe to adjust the arms a little bit, pressing the palms on the floor. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, we move towards the other side. Again, cupcakes underneath the hands, activating those wrists. Fingertips pressing on the floor. Lengthening the spine on your right hand side this time. As you take a deep inhale, you feel how it expands. And the long breath. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we start coming back to center. We take a moment as we pause, press those palms on the floor, and we start coming into our tabletop. Adjusting the hands to be underneath the shoulders, the knees, underneath the hips. Take a deep inhale as you drop the belly to open the chest, coming into cow pose. On the exhale, push the ground away around your spine. Deep inhale to open the chest, coming into cow pose. Exhale to round the spine. Deep breath in, one more time, opening the chest, maybe you look up. Exhale to push the ground away, rounding the spine, tailbone touch. Come back to neutral position. This time, raise your right foot back. The foot is at the toes are at 6 o'clock. Don't collapse on your shoulders. Keep on pushing your hands away from you. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, round the spine. Bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Deep breath in as you reach back, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Deep inhale as you lengthen, it's going to change. On the exhale, bend that knee. Open that knee towards the side. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, we close the knee, bring the knee towards the ground. Deep inhale, raise it up towards the side, the right side. Exhale to come back down. Deep breath in as you open towards the side. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale, coming up. On the exhale, we lower the knee to the floor and we give it a break. Warming up the wrists, doing big circles with your torso all the way towards the right hand side, maybe. Pressing those palms on the floor. Circles towards the other side. Keep on breathing, take a breath. And long breath out. Coming back to center, press those hands firmly on the floor, raise your left foot behind you. Toes at 6 o'clock, again, spine is long. On the exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to reach back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, knee to nose. Deep inhale as you reach. Exhale to round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Last one, inhale, reaching back. On the exhale, bend that knee. Lower that knee towards the floor just to a hover. Inhale, open towards the left hand side. Exhale, come back to center. Deep inhale as you open to the side. Exhale, come back to the center. 2 more times. Deep inhale, press it up. Exhale, coming back down. Last one, inhale, shoulders are square. On the exhale, we lower down, knee comes down, forearms to the ground. Take a moment, give your wrist a break. Take one more breath. Full breath out. Option to stay here or extend your right foot, tucking the toes behind you. Take a deep inhale here. Maybe you stay, maybe you switch sides, or maybe you extend those legs, pressing those forearms on the ground, trying to keep the hips square. Take one more breath. You're in a forearm plank. Long breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, we lower the torso to the ground and we are in Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, opening the chest. The palms are pressing on the floor. Take a deep breath in, raise your Bend your right knee, point your toes towards the ceiling, and your gaze turns towards the left-hand side. Deep inhale. Long breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, we release the foot and we change sides. We bend the other knee and we switch the gaze towards the opposite side. Take one more in. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, back to center. Your fingertips come to the floor, wide arm Bhujangasana. Deep breath in as we raise the chest. On the exhale, we lower back down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, right shoulder towards the ground, gaze towards the left. Deep inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower left shoulder. Deep breath in, come on up. Exhale, right shoulder touches the floor. Deep breath in, come back to center. Exhale, left shoulder. Last one, inhale, come back up. On the exhale, we release to the ground pillow with your hands. Take a moment, take a breath. Pressing your forehead on your hands. Take one more in. Full breath out. Bring those palms underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Coming back to your tabletop. Bringing your right hand behind your head. Shoulders are parallel towards each other. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to connect the right elbow towards the left wrist. Take a deep inhale to come back up. Exhale to left wrist. Inhale, come back to center. Just do a square. Try not to open the chest too much. Just to square. On the exhale, we connect elbow to wrist. Take a deep breath and come back to center. On the exhale, elbow to wrist and squeeze. Last one, inhale. Take that hand towards the ceiling. This time we open the chest towards the side. And on the exhale, we thread the needle. We bring the arms through. The forearm comes through as well. The shoulder comes to the ground. And the other hand walks forward. And we take a deep breath in. Maybe the hand presses on the ground in here, or your hand comes to your lower back. Take one more breath. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, palm to the floor. Press the hand on the ground, releasing your arm from underneath. Raising your right leg behind you. And on the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Take a moment to arrive. Your hands are pressing on the floor or on blocks. Take another in. Maybe you rise your torso and bring your hands to the side, keeping the hips coming low. Take one more inhale here. Smooth exhale. Maybe you extend your arms towards the sky. Maybe you look up. Take one more in. On the exhale, straight the front leg. Your arms travel towards your side. Chest is open towards the right hand side. Deep inhale to rebend that knee, raising your hands towards the sky. On the exhale, we release and we twist towards the right. Deep inhale, reaching up, rebending that knee. Exhale, lengthen your leg, twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to twist. Last one, inhale, come on up, back to center. Plant your left hand on the ground. The other hand travels to the sky or to your lower back. Take one more in. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, hands on the floor, extend your front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Again, fingertips can stay on the ground, on your hips, catching your shin. Your toes can point towards the ceiling, depending on how deep the stretch you want it in here, or maybe the toes towards the front of the room. Hips are square, chest is open. Take another breath. On the exhale, rebend that knee, plant those hands on the ground, step back to your tabletop. Press the left hand, the right hand this time on the ground. The left hand is gonna come to the back of your head. Again, opening the elbow towards the side. Chest is parallel, is square. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, connect elbow to wrist. Deep breath in, coming up. Exhale, connect as we twist. Take a deep breath in, coming up. Exhale to connect. One more time, inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, we connect elbow to wrist. Deep breath in, coming up to center. Raise your hand towards the sky, open your chest towards the left-hand side. And on the exhale, we twist and we thread the needle. We bring the arm through, the shoulder comes to the ground, and your other hand walks forward. Take another breath. And out. Last one, inhale. Full exhale. Again, your hand can stay on the ground or come to your lower back. Take another in. Full breath out. Press your hand on the floor, stepping back to your tabletop. Raising your left leg behind you. On the exhale, we plant that foot on the inside of the hand. Pressing those hands on the ground, Anjaneyasana. Take another inhale here as you keep your chest open, or maybe you rise your palms on the thigh. Keep on bringing your hips low. Take one more breath, chest is open. Maybe you release your hands and they travel towards the sky. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we're gonna twist towards the left hand side. So we straight that front leg, extend your arms to the side. Deep inhale, come back to center, rebending that knee. Exhale to twist towards the left. Deep breath in, coming up. Exhale, twist, extend that leg. Deep inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Last one, inhale, reach it up. On the exhale, plant the right hand on the floor. Your other hand stays towards the ceiling or maybe comes to your lower back. Take one more inhale here. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, frame that foot with both hands, extend that front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split posture. Take one more inhale here as you draw your hips back, sitting maybe your hips low. One more breath, hips are square, chest is open. Long breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, rebending that knee, plant those hands on the floor, step back to your tabletop. It's time, tuck your toes, raising your hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog. And we take a moment to land in this pose, to pedal the feet, to maybe find a little bit of movement on the head, saying yes or saying no. Take another breath. And out. Last one, inhale. Full exhale. Press those hands on the floor. Walk your hands towards your feet. Deep inhale as you lengthen the spine. On the exhale, Padangusthasana. Feet open towards the sides, hip distance apart. These fingers around the big toes. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen the spine. On the exhale, we fall forward. The elbows come towards the side. Torso stays connected to your thigh. Take one more breath. Bend your knees as much as you need. Long breath out. Shoulders are away from ears. Take one more in. Full exhale. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to release your toes. Hands to your hips. Start coming all the way up, softening those knees. Coming to Samasthiti, hands by your side. All right, so a couple of balance postures in here. We're gonna bring your hands on the hips, connecting the ground with your right foot, spreading your toes, raising your left knee up. Your hands on your hips, open your knee towards the side, and make sure as you open your knee towards the side that you're not opening the chest towards the side. So the chest stays forward, only the knee opens. On your next inhale, bring your foot on the inside of your thigh, on the inside of your calf. Hips are level. Take one more breath. Maybe toes to the ground for support if you need. If the balance is good in here, maybe you bring your hands to the center of the chest or the hands towards the side or any other arm variation you may find, maybe reverse prayer, hands together at the top, whatever you need in here. If the balance is good and you want to increase a little bit of the challenge, maybe you look up or maybe you close your eyes. Take one more breath. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Micro bend the standing knee. Bring your ankle to your thigh. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, we sit a little bit more. Option to stay in here or option to find a forward fold, bringing your hands to the ground or to block. And as you start catching the ground, option to start straightening up that standing leg. Take one more in. Full breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, wherever you are, come back to center, standing pigeon here. Your leg is supported on your thigh in here, bending your knee. Take one more in, releasing your foot, straightening that standing leg. And on the exhale, hands to the hips, big step forward for Parsvottanasana. So the foot steps more or less at the middle of the mat. All 10 toes facing forward. Take a breath as you roll the shoulders back. And on the exhale, we fold forward over the straight leg. Your hands can stay on your head or find any arm variation of your choice once you find that your hips are level in here. So hands to the hips will tell us a little bit about the behavior of the hips in here. Take one more in. Long breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, plant those hands on the floor. If it's necessary, bend your front leg. Transfer your weight into your hands and to the front foot, standing splits as the back foot lifts off the floor. Hips are square. Take one more breath. On the exhale, join those feet together. Deep inhale as you lengthen. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthening here. Sit your hips low. Utkatasana, bring your hands towards the sky. Take another breath. On the exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your side. So let's do that again. Second side, we're standing right in the middle of the mat, so we have enough space. Take a deep breath in as you roll the shoulders back. Step that left foot on the ground, spreading your toes, bringing your right knee up. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we open towards the side. And again, we try to figure out if it's the hip that is opening or if it's the torso that is moving. Take another breath. As you start bringing that foot on the inside of the thigh, setting up for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Either inside of the thigh, the inside of the calf, as I said, or toes to the ground for support. And again, as you start feeling the balance, hands to the center of the chest or towards the side. Take one more breath, find your balances here. Full breath out. Soft gaze. One more in. Long exhale. Hands to the center of the chest in here. Start bending that standing leg. Bring it that heel or that ankle on your thigh for standing pigeon. Take one more breath here. Maybe you stay here sitting low, feeling that stretch on the back of the glute. Or maybe you're choosing here to fold forward. And as you fold, you bring your hands to the ground or to block, and we start working up on straightening that standing leg. Take one more breath. Long breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, again, we rebend that knee, coming back to your balance if you're not already there. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we release the foot. And again, big step forward, hands to your hips. Parsvottanasana, second side. Deep breath in as you roll the shoulders back. On the exhale, we fold forward over the front leg. Take one more breath. And on the exhale, maybe we fold a little bit more again, trying to figure out the movement of those hips. And once we find it, maybe we change the arm variation or we stay. Take one more breath. On the exhale, release your hands to the ground, transferring your weight into your front foot, your front palms, raising the back leg up to standing split. Take one more in. On the exhale, join those feet together, fold forward. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Find Padangusthasana again, bringing your index and middle finger to surround the big toe, or Padahastasana, hands underneath your feet. Take one more inhale here. Full breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we release those hands again, feet together. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen. On the exhale, we sit low, Utkatasana, hands rise towards the sky. Take one more breath. On the exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your side. Surya Namaskar, a deep breath in, raising up. Exhale to fold forward. Lengthen the spine, inhale. On the exhale, plant those hands on the floor, step back to your plank. With knees or toes, we lower down. Find our back and inhale. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. We take another breath. And on the exhale, we side out. Last one, inhale. Full exhale. Drop your knees to the ground, knees towards the sides of the mat, hips towards your heels, child's pose. Forehead to the ground. If your shoulders are tired by this point, you're welcome to bring your arms beside your legs. We'll take a moment to press the forehead on the ground or on blocks. Again, connect to your intention. Whenever you're ready, press your hands on the ground, coming back to your seated position. All right. Oh, perfect. So we're gonna take a couple of forward folds in here. We're gonna start first with Baddha Konasana. So feet together, knees coming wide. We start with Baddha Konasana A, then the heels touch each other, the toes kind of open towards the sky. We roll the shoulders back and we stay here for a moment. We take another inhale here. And a full breath out, sitting tall, option to stay, or option to take Baddha Konasana B, folding forward. But instead of trying to bring in the top of the head to the feet, we're gonna try to bring the nose forward to touch the ground. Okay, so that means the chest is really open, and eventually the chest will be the one touching the feet. Take another breath. And out. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale to start coming all the way up. On the exhale, we release the left leg straight and towards the side. The other foot steps on the inside of the thigh. So it's a really wide open Janushirshasana. We're going to explore Parivrtta Janushirshasana. Deep breath in as you lengthen the arms towards the sky. On the exhale, we release the left hand to your left shin, and we open the chest towards the center. Bringing the other arm to try to connect to your left toe. Straight line from here. We take another in and a full breath out. One more inhale. If this hand is too tired, if this shoulder is too much for the stretch, keep your hand on your hip, but keep on rotating the spine as you keep your chest open. Take one more breath and long breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center and we change sides. So if the left leg was straight, we extend the right leg this time and the left foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Deep inhale as we lengthen. On the exhale, releasing the right hand to the shin and we lean towards the right hand side. Reaching the other hand forward, or again, if this is too much for the shoulder and the stretch from the thigh, keep your hand on your lower back or on your hip. Take one more breath. Long breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center, straight those legs towards the side. Upavista Konasana. Keeping your feet active, deep inhale. Here we have option to bring the hands in front of us. We feel that we're collapsing in here and we're kind of rounding the spine, and it is really hard for me to reach forward. Keep your hands behind you so the chest opens, and you have an opportunity to roll the shoulders back. This is a great place to stay. This is a great place to start as well, keeping the thighs active, the feet pressing on the ground, the heels are pressing on the ground, the feet are active. Take one more breath. Kind of the thighs are kind of internally rotating here. Option to stay in here, or option if you have the forward fold to bring your hands forward as you fold. And you keep your chest open as you lower all the way down to the floor. Or to blocks as well. Now this is also a great opportunity that if you're using blocks or props, to prop yourself up to bring your forehead to block, to a cushion. Trying to keep the spine long. Again, the feet are still active. The heels pressing on the ground. Micro bend your knees if necessary. If you tend to hyperextend in here, micro bend your knees if it's necessary, or back out a little bit. Take one more breath. And see it out. Pressing those hands on the floor wherever you are, coming back to center. Helping your legs to come together one more time. Purvottanasana, or either option to take reverse plank or reverse table. For reverse table, we press the feet on the ground, the heels are underneath the knees, and we press the hands behind us, reaching the hips towards the sky. For reverse plank, Purvottanasana, pressing the heels on the ground, legs are straight. Again, we press those hands on the floor and we push the feet away from us, lengthening the spine. Take another in. On the exhale, we release and we bring the hips to the ground. Take one more breath as you lengthen, sitting here in Dandasana with your legs straight. On the exhale, we fold forward over the legs, Paschimottanasana. And we take a nice lengthening the spine in Paschimottanasana. First, opening the chest. We take a couple of breaths in here. And after a couple of breaths, we start to rest the muscles, to kind of relax all the muscles, and feeling how instead of a nice lengthening Paschimottanasana, we transform it into a very lazy Paschimottanasana, forward fold. We start maybe rounding the spine, resting the forearms on the ground or the hands on the ground, maybe even tucking the chin. And letting the spine be round, letting the thighs roll out. Try not to make any effort in here. Just connecting to the breath. As you start feeling ready, maintaining this nice and gentle forward fold, releasing your spine all the way to the ground. Finding the reclined position. Feet come to press on the mat, extending your arms beside you. Press your feet on the floor. Switch your hips towards the right hand side. Let your knees fall towards the left. If it feels good in your neck, turning your gaze towards the right hand is always an option. Take another breath. And out. Whenever you feel ready, start coming back to center. Switching your hips towards the opposite side, and letting your knees fall towards the right hand side each time. And again, finding your gaze moving if that is something that feels good on your neck. Take another breath. Exhale to let it go. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center. To bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze in here. Maybe even bringing the nose in between your knees. Squeezing in a little bit more. Take another inhale here as you squeeze. And on the exhale, you release all the way to the ground. Finding your final relaxation posture. Shavasana. Connecting with the ground underneath you. त्र्यम्बकं जयामहे सुगन्धे पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृता ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धे पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृता ॐ असतो मा सत्कमः तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 Whenever you feel ready, start finding some movement, inviting some movement into your body. Of course, if you are happy in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. We chose to start moving, maybe invite a deep inhale to fill up your lungs, and a last exhale to sigh it out. Whenever you start feeling ready, coming back to your fetal position on your left hand side, taking your time to get there. Bringing your palms together at the center of the chest. Finding your seated position, hands at the center of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Finding gratitude for your practice, for your breath and your movement. Connecting again to your intention. As you rub your palms together and cover your eyes. Rubbing your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your practice, for your presence here. As always, it's been an honor to be here with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.